If you have a busy inbox or monitor a shared mailbox and your flow is using any of these triggers, you should consider adding trigger conditions to your flow trigger. This way, your flow will only trigger when specific emails arrive rather than triggering each time a new email arrives in your inbox or shared mailbox. In this flow example, I'm using the when a new email arrives in a shared mailbox V2 trigger. I only want this flow to trigger when an email from a specific email address with attachments is received. Add a compose action. We'll use this compose action to store the subject of the email. You can select any dynamic content to store here. Remember that a flow requires at least one trigger and one action to run. Next, add a filter array action. Insert the from dynamic content into the first value field. Leave the operator as is equal to. In the second value field, I'm going to paste in an email address from my clipboard. Click on Edit in Advanced Mode. Copy the entire expression to your clipboard, including the @ symbol. Click on the three dots of your trigger condition and select Settings. Click on the Add button and paste in the expression from your clipboard. To prevent any case sensitivity issues, wrap the from dynamic content in a toLower function. Place your cursor after the first opening parenthesis and type in toLower with an opening parenthesis. Next, place your cursor right before the comma and enter a closing parenthesis. Press Done. Let's run a test. First, I'll send an email to the shared mailbox without an attachment. The flow doesn't trigger. Now I'll send another email, this time with a couple of attachments. The flow triggers. It's important to note that you won't be able to specify the attachment type in a trigger condition. You will need to add additional actions in your flow to filter out specific attachments. If you want to learn how to filter out specific email attachments and get them from Outlook to SharePoint, check out this video. What other flow scenarios are you using trigger conditions for? Let me know in the comments. If you found this video helpful, please consider giving this video a like. Want to learn more about writing expressions in Power Automate? Check out this video where I cover 6 functions you need to know. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on any other Power Automate tutorials. Thanks for watching!